everyone, welcome back to my channel. Just got back from Mexico. I got this really cool cup. I think it's probably backwards in the camera, but I don't know, I just love this little mug that I got, and I got a little tan. You probably can't even tell, but whatever. Today I wanted to make a video about nursing school. Had some people ask me questions about nursing school, what it's like, how I deal with certain things. Honestly, I get questions like all the time about nursing school. Like, I have a little list of like what I'm gonna talk about. First thing before I get into the question, I came up with 3 things that I think you need before going into nursing school. One is money. You definitely need money to go to nursing school. I'd say save up like at least 6 months in advance. You're gonna need it for school bill, for wherever you're living if you're not living at home, for spending money for food, for school supplies, textbooks, the normal college stuff. But definitely you need to save up money before you go, because even though you might get financial aid for school, it may not cover all of your bills. The second thing you need, I think, is support. I think you need a really good support system going into nursing school. Just someone that's going to be there for you, whether it's a family member or like an advisor at school, or like some kind of professional, like a therapist, like, some kind of support, that someone's going to be there to talk to you, that's going to support you through nursing school, like emotionally, not really like financially. I mean, that'd be great if you had like a sugar daddy or something, but I mean, not all of us can accomplish that. So, sorry, that was really inappropriate. But anyway, and then the third thing you need is a plan. So before I went to nursing school, I had planned out like I was gonna go like 3 years and then get a job. Or, you can go 3 years. My program's 3 years, so you can go 3 years and then keep going to school. Like, don't go in just saying like, oh, I'm just gonna go to nursing school, and then I have no idea what I'm gonna do when I'm done. Just like have a goal in mind when going to nursing school, like after you graduate, like what am I gonna do next, kind of thing. So I want to talk about my program. I go to Reading Hospital School of Health Sciences. It's like right near Reading Hospital. It's a nursing school. It's been a nursing school for like 100 years or something like that, but they've recently, in the last decade or something, added like other majors, like medical imaging and paramedic stuff. Just like, not like a medical school or anything, but just like other healthcare professions. Mainly the school is a nursing school, and it's a 3-year program. The first year is all general education courses. So that's through Alvernia. So Alvernia teachers will come to our school, teach the general education courses, and those classes are honestly like way easier than our actual nursing classes. I think the Alvernia teachers make it really easy on purpose just to get us through. Mainly all the tests are, open book, online. I honestly like got through those classes like so easily. So after your first year of general education courses, you then into your second year, which is the year I just finished, you then take like your first nursing class, and that's like with clinical. So that class is like 12 credits. So it's like classroom 10 hours a week, and then it's 20 hours of clinical a week. You actually like have to study, you have to be prepared. They expect a lot out of you, and yeah, I wasn't really prepared for that, but now I kind of got the hang of it, so I'm okay. The first question I got was about why I left Bloomsburg and if I regret it. So when I left high school, I went to Bloomsburg that fall, and I went for the same thing. I got into their nursing program. It was a bachelor program, and the program I'm in now is just an associate's degree from Alvernia and then a diploma degree from Reading Hospital. And then I can go for my bachelor's like right out of school, online through Alvernia. I think I'm gonna go back to Bloomsburg online to get my BSN. It's like a whole separate conversation. So why I left Bloom? I guess It was mainly like the cost. Like the cost of Bloomsburg was double what I'm paying now for school. So that was a big thing, and that was like my biggest complaint, just the cost, and I didn't save up money. So it's like way easier financially for me to go to Reading. And do I regret leaving Bloomsburg? No, not really. I miss it there. I miss the people that I met. I miss the teachers. Like the teachers were amazing. The academics there were amazing, and I wish sometimes I wish I stayed because when I'm graduating from Reading Hospital with my associates, I could be graduating from Bloomsburg with my bachelor's. But, everything happens for a reason, so do I regret leaving Bloomsburg? No. So, next question, what is my schedule like? Like my daily routine? So this past semester, we had class Monday and Friday. So I had like my nursing class for 5 hours Monday, 5 hours Friday. I would have a general education course for like an hour and a half Monday and Friday. We were there from like 8 to like 3:30 Mondays and Fridays, and then during the week with clinical, we were there for like a full like work day, like from 7 to 3:30, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It would always change. With this last semester we had, it was always changing how long we were there, and it's whatever. It was like a full work week. It was like a 40-hour school week basically. How I organize my time outside of school and like with school and whatever. So I live at home with my mom, so it's really easy to see her and spend time with her because I live with her. The rest of my family, it's kind of harder to see them, but the summers kind of make up for that. And the weekends too, I see them on the weekends. My friends from high school I don't see too much because they're away at school or they have other things going on in their lives. So mainly the friends I would hang out with are the people I went to school with. So we would just, go to lunch together, sit in class together. Next question was, how do you make time for a relationship in nursing school? Throughout nursing school, like throughout the whole nursing school, I did make time for a relationship, which is really stupid of me. Because I probably could have done so much better in school if I didn't have a boyfriend, just being honest. Because everything that goes on, all that drama, like, I didn't need that while I was in nursing school. And no one else needs that drama either. It's just don't even be in a relationship while you're in nursing school. Just don't. Like, you don't need him. You don't need her. If you are going to be in a relationship, make sure like they're supporting you like emotionally, like because some days are really awful like at school and at the hospital, and just like make sure that they're like there for you like when you need them, you know what I mean? And like mine was, and I love that and everything, but that can only last so long. When that support kind of like goes away, it sucks. Yeah, I would say just don't even be in a relationship. Just have support from your friends and family, because that guy, that girl, whatever, is not always going to be there for you. Honestly, you just need to worry about yourself and what you're doing. Don't worry about making someone else happy. Like, you just need to make yourself happy first. You always will come first. And, maybe when you graduate nursing school or whatever, then you can think about a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. But in this time, like, you need support, and you don't need someone bringing you down. So that's all I gotta say about that. The next question is about managing stress. So when I would come home from school, some days I'd be very like emotionally drained, and I sometimes wouldn't even know what to do with myself. So sometimes, I'll take a bath, like turn off all the lights, just lay there, put on some like relaxing music. Sometimes I would honestly just come home and take a nap because I was that like exhausted, like physically, mentally, emotionally. So sometimes you just need to come home and take a nap and then wake up maybe the next morning and be like, all right, I feel so much better. Sometimes I would just do homework and get my mind off of things that went on throughout the day, like if I was in clinical. Spend time with friends and family, like that always got my mind off of things. I was just saying, like, don't have a boyfriend and stuff, but when I did, like, honestly, he helped me a lot to over some things like that went on through school. Like I would just tell him like how awful my day would be and whatever, and he would listen, and I'm really grateful for that. Just having someone that listened to me and someone I could cry to when I needed to. And like that's a good reason to have a boyfriend and whatever. I'm contradicting myself so badly right now. You have someone that listens to you and is there just to be there for you, you know, that's a good stress reliever too. This question was about studying tips. Like I said before, for the general education classes, like they were very easy for me, so I would just, you know, go to class, pay attention, try to take notes, and when the teachers like emphasize something a million times, you know that's going to be on the test. I think every college professor or whatever tells you that. Like if they're going to say something more than like twice, that's probably going to be tested. My nursing classes, studying for that, like I would always change my study habits for my nursing classes because everything would be so different. The content is like always changing. So, you know, I would do practice questions on our like online resources. We'd get in study groups. We'd go to the hospital and study in their library. I think the most helpful thing for us was as a study group, the one time printed out like a whole thing of practice questions from our textbook, because our textbook has like practice questions in the back. We'd sit there and we'd do practice questions, and then we'd take the time, read the question out loud, go over the question, and like if we got it wrong, we'd go over like why it's wrong and like why we picked it. And I think that was really like the most helpful way to study for me. For nursing school, I was never one to like study in like a group of people, but I think it actually helps when you like talk it out and understand why some people chose one thing over another, and then it kind of helps you understand more of why you should have picked that answer instead of the one that you chose. What do I do to prepare for clinical? So clinical, I usually get up around like 5 a.m. depending on the day, sometimes earlier, sometimes later, but like on average like 5 a.m. I'd get ready, and then I eat breakfast. Like always eat breakfast before clinical. Like you never know what you're gonna see. Like my first day of clinical, I almost passed out. I don't remember if I ate breakfast or not, but I almost passed out, so I probably didn't eat breakfast. And I saw something like completely crazy, and I didn't expect it. Yeah, just always eat breakfast before clinical, and always be prepared. If you have an assignment before clinical, like about your patient or their condition or whatever, do it. Make sure you know what you're doing, you know, go in early, look at your patient's chart, and before I go to bed, I would kind of have an idea in my head, like I'm gonna get my patient to do this today, I'm gonna get them to do that, and I would like think about that before I go to bed. Always have your supplies, like your stethoscope, your watch, your pen light, you know, whatever your school requires you to have. Always be prepared. Always have your ID badge. Don't forget that ID badge. Oh my god. I never did, but a lot of people in my program have, and it's like the worst thing possible. Like I always just keep mine clipped on my like school bag, so I never forget it, or I just keep it in my car. I always, you know, put it on as soon as I get in my car. Never forget your ID badge. It will be the worst day of your life. My favorite part of nursing school and my least favorite part. My least favorite part of nursing school, not about the program itself, but just like being in nursing school, is like some people just don't understand like what you're going through. So you can have all the support in the world, but the only people that truly know what you're going through is your peers. Like, yeah, you can have a nurse being there to support you, but they're not in your program right now with you, having the teachers, having the classes. Like they're not in the same situation as you. Only your classmates are. So that is like your biggest support system right there. Your classmates, your family, and your friends or whatever, they probably don't understand what you're going through. Like they can listen to you and kind of like try to empathize with you, but they truly don't understand, and that sometimes is really like hard. Like you're like, why don't you understand what I'm going through? And then you're like, oh wait, yeah, like you're not in my shoes. So that's kind of like frustrating. That's like my least favorite part, is like trying to get other people to understand what I'm going through. But honestly, like, you don't need people to understand what you're going through. Like, as long as you have people there to support you when you need them, I think that's really good to have. Then my favorite part of nursing school is obviously the people that I've met, um, mainly my classmates. Like, my classmates are like my best friend. Like, the people I'm friends with, like, I've never met like better people in my life, I swear. Like, my friends now in nursing school are like amazing. I don't know what I would do without them, because like everyone is really similar to me. We're all in nursing school, we're all going through the same thing. We can all empathize with each other, we can all relate to each other, and I think that's really nice. We're in the same classes, so it's like easy to be like, hey, like, do we have this due, do we have that due, what time are we supposed to be there tomorrow? Like, someone's always gonna know, and usually it's me. Usually I'm the one that gets all the texts at night. What's due tomorrow? Do we have anything to do tomorrow? What time are we supposed to be there? Usually, yeah, usually people go to me for that, and that's fine. But some days I'm like, okay, I'm totally lost. Like, what are we doing tomorrow in school? Because I have no idea. The people I've met at school, number one, my classmates are like the best. Number two, like the instructors at school, and like they're awesome. Like, honestly, like they're like the best. And number three, group of people I've met through nursing school is my patients. Obviously, hello. Um, it's so cool learning about other people's lives and learning like there's so much more out there than just what's going on in my life. It's really interesting, honestly, like hearing some people's stories, and I love like just sitting down and talking to patients. Sometimes it takes up my whole day, but I honestly don't even care. Like, it's so cool. That's like one of the best parts of nursing school too, is just the patient interaction that you have. And I don't think I've really ever had a bad experience with a patient, like a really bad experience. Like, yeah, not all days are good, but I've never had like a crazy patient experience yet. Um, Never had like a patient like hate me or something like that, or try to like hurt me. Nothing like crazy. If you're in nursing school, that's like one of the best things, is just like making someone's day, taking the time and sitting with them. I think that's one of my favorite parts too. So you can tell there's a lot more ups and downs in nursing school. Yes, it's difficult. All around, it's very difficult, but it's very rewarding. And I'm gonna graduate in a year. I'm gonna get out there, do my thing. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.